singing, follow me, everything is alright.
G'day, welcome to episode 322 of Trent365. Today is Friday the 19th of October. Greetings from Amsterdam, here for a couple of days, staying at the Park Plaza Hotel right in the middle of town. Just for a couple of days before we head back home to Malaysia, back to Kuala Lumpur. And look, I'm doing a bit of an online course with Cornell, I think eCornell they call it, which is on personal branding. And the guy that's running the course is a guy called Anthony Melchiori, who is the host of the TV show Hotel Impossible. And it's raised an interesting thought in my head about the idea of building a business empire around your personal brand, because that's kind of what he's done, is he's created the personal brand and now he's created a business empire around that. And it begs the question to me, what's the end game? What's the exit strategy? Because I think, ask any lawyer that's put their name on their practice or any architect who's put their name on their business. Once the founder of that business or the name partner of that business is gone, the business often struggles to maintain and to continue to sustain itself. And I think the reality of building a business around a personal brand is that once you're gone, then maybe that business stops. The other challenge is, obviously, if you've created a business empire around the personal brand, everybody wants the founder, everybody wants the name behind the brand. And of course, not everyone can get it, so it's not really scalable. And it gives me thought of companies and brands like, say, Virgin and Richard Branson, Amazon and Jeff Bezos, Apple and Steve Jobs, Berkshire Hathaway and Warren Buffett. Now, I would argue that these guys have built a company first, not necessarily a personal brand, but the reality is today that they do very much have personal brands. And so the reality of their personal brands is that they're separate from the business, but they're still strong and unique personal brands. So the business, in theory, should maintain and should grow and continue after they're gone. We've seen that a little bit since Steve Jobs passed away, although many would argue Tim Cook has struggled to be the Steve Jobs of Apple, which he's not. The company is Apple. They struggle with it alone. But imagine if that company was called the Steve Jobs Company or the Jobs Business, the Jobs Company. Once Steve was gone, there is no more. So I think if you're in the business of trying to build a personal brand, which a lot of people are at the moment, you need to think about what your end game is. Should you really be building a personal brand, or should you be building a business brand alongside, maybe in parallel to your personal brand? Just a thought. Alrighty, that's it for today. Thanks for tuning in. I will be back again tomorrow. See ya.
I'm not worried about the ring you wear, 'cause as long as no one